have started to really dig into each other. We know. Now this was the zone bet. First time the fighters have come head to head. Now this was the thing that was of most interest, I think, to us yesterday, because people have said Jermaine Franklin not the biggest heavyweight in the world. We know Dillian Whyte is a good, solid 6'4", and actually Franklin doesn't look much shorter at all. He looks a good size there. Yeah, there's not much between them. I think Dillian Whyte, the thicker set out of the two, more muscle bound. Demetrius Salita getting involved there. Well, it started off pretty tame earlier. Set out of the two, more muscle bound.
Oh wow!
Whyte, the thicker set out of the two, more
pushed him.
Bound.
Demetrius Salita getting rowdy.
There. Well, it started off pretty tame earlier, and the teams Fight week have started to really dig into each other. We know he can get rattled and likes to get stuck in. Look, he's a street kid. He's a street kid and just wants to fight.
It's all kicking off.
The zone bet.
What's good, family? It's your man the YB, back once again. Big shout out to my doggy Jangula for coming through and boosting the coin at much needed 100% Christmas time. Presents must be bought 100%, no doubt about it. So, we just saw there your man Dillian. To be fair, it wasn't even Dillian, it was some next Don. Looks like, what's the guy's name? Franklin's promoter. He actually got the first dig in. You can see Demetrius Salita sneaky having asked. Dillian's there, yeah, mouthing off. Watch it, watch his body. Push. So Dillian wasn't even doing nothing. You don't see Dillian's body lunge forward. Look, watch. Dillian's stable, yeah? And his body goes backwards. Watch. Dillian stable. Dillian stable. And then Salita pushes him out of nowhere. Really quite odd, actually. Now, after the fight, sorry, after the beef, after the pure 100% grain-fed British beef, Demetrius Salita came on and was basically playing the victim. I didn't know at the time, I hadn't watched this now, or hadn't seen it from this angle, but it's quite evident that it weren't nothing to do with Dillian. Dillian was there, obviously, mouthing off to Franklin, putting it on him. But it was Salita who actually got physical. So I'm not sure what he's on. But listen, Salita enjoys certain protection. So we know that already. We've been known that. It was funny. It was funny listening to Dillian Whyte in the Coogan interview. I don't want to disrespect no one. And I thought, what? He pushed you. I don't want to disrespect no one. And I'm not going to say particular things. Obviously, I'm too broke. I'm broke as a joke. I can't afford to say certain things 100%. Yeah? Anyway. Like I said, obviously Salita must feel like he has certain protections. Because he pushed Dillian out of nowhere as well, I may add. Now, maybe I don't know the full circumstances. Did something happen before? I don't know. All I know is Dillian's there, Franklin's there, and somehow, some next Salita dude, why is he getting it? Why is he trying to be all in the video? I don't know what it is. All of a sudden, Salita trying to be all in the video. I don't know. I'm not sure what his angle was. Is he there just to, as Eddie Hearn told him, yeah? Listen, I'm going to be honest, yeah? The numbers for this show are bombing. Any videos on this topic are bombing, well, at least for me anyway. But in the main, I've seen the bookies numbers. You can always tell how well a show's doing or if a show's big or not. Because on Betfair, you can see how much money's in the whole pot. You can see how much money's been wagered. Yeah, and for this fight, it was less than Ryder and... What's the guy's name? Ryder and Parker. No one cared about this fight whatsoever. It really is bombing. And I think, obviously, Eddie Hearn knows that. Eddie Hearn knows this fight's bombing. So, more time. Eddie got on the blower. Listen, Dimitri, this fight's bombing. This fight sucks. Yeah? Go in there and, you know what I mean, crash out. 100%. Eddie Hearn tried to get Demetrius Salita to crash out. People was trying to punk Dimitri by saying that, because Dimitri said in the interview, oh yeah, me and Dillian were about to get down, and everyone was dragging him in the comments saying, Dimitri, what were you going to do with Dillian Whyte about you was about to get down, about you was about to throw down? But people forget that Demetrius Salita, he's actually boxed before. He used to be a professional boxer. I'm not sure what level he got to, but he can squabble. So most of you cornballs, and I'm not saying I'm a cornball too, I'm just saying 100%, most of you cornballs in the comment sections, Demetrius Salita would punch you man up. I'm just calling a spade a spade. He wouldn't punch me up, but he punch you man up 100%. Most of you cornballs, yeah, you get punched up by Dimitri. I'm just calling a spade a spade. He punched you up 100%. But yeah, Dimitri's boxed before, so for whatever that's worth. And the thing about Dillian is, it's all well and good saying, well, you know, Dimitri's... What's Dimitri going to do to Dillian? Listen, what's old Vetkin going to do to Dillian? He's sleeping, 100%. And that's the great thing with Dillian. With Dillian, yeah, all you got to do is find a way to... Do you know what I mean? To tip that moody chops of his, and he go and sleep. So, any man... There's a cliche in boxing. For example, Fury versus Chisora. The cliche is, oh, any shot can... You know what I mean? It's not real. It's fugazi. But with Dillian Whyte, it's big facts. Yeah, the reason I took money off, I had money betting on Dillian, that money must come off. It came off quick. Because I realised, Dillian, you can't trust what he's working with. Yeah, he has a moody chops. Simple as that. And if he gets chipped in the right way, he go and sleep. There's nothing he can do about it. Even if he wanted to stay awake, he go and sleep. It's one of them ones. Yeah, he's not one of them ones. Dillian Whyte, in my opinion, should never be a 10-1 favourite again. Never. He don't have a 10-1 favourite chops. Yeah, 10-1 favourites, by definition, in my opinion, should always have a chops. If they don't, you can't be 10-1 favourite. Because any given Sunday, ding, next thing you know, my man talking about he twists his ankle. Oh, it was my ankle. Oh, he pushed me. Yeah, that's how you know someone's got a moody chops. Yeah, because they get licked and they talk about their ankles and their push. The fuck? No, let's talk about what the problem is, Dillian. The problem wasn't the push. The problem wasn't your ankle. The problem was your moody chops. Yeah, but it's like Amir Khan. How many times have you heard Amir Khan actually address his dodgy whiskers? Never. It's always something with him. Oh, my training camp. Oh, Virgil Hunter. Oh, my missus was playing up. Yeah, it's always something with Amir Khan. It's never, you know what, I got the brittle one. Yeah? I got the, what do they call it? What's that one Amir Khan said? Yeah, you know that one, the mango chutney chin, 100%. I got the mango chutney and the mint sauce one, 100%. That's what he said. How many times have you heard Amir Khan come on the thing and say, bum, I got the mango chutney chin? He ain't going to say that one. He ain't. He ain't going to say I got the jalfrezi chin. He ain't going to say that one. That's what he's not going to do. Yeah, Amir Khan should have come out and said, listen, end of the day, man, I got the mint sauce chin, I got the 100%, got the jalfrezi, I got the korma chin, and as simple as that. He could have said that. He ain't said that one. Yeah, every excuse under the sun. Oh, my missus was shagging AJ, and prime AJ posted me up in the cupboard and had me looking for the peephole whilst he had to go on my missus. Yeah, whilst he took my missus for a spin, 100%. Whilst he MOT'd the missus. That's what he said. That's what he could have said. In fact, that's what he did say. Every excuse under the sun. Yeah, Amir Khan would have rather make an excuse about how he was just, the reason I got KO'd was because I was distracted because AJ took the missus out for a service, for a full MOT and service. Yeah, a full 12-month service, 100%. Or listen, Amir Khan said, listen, this wasn't just a 6-monthly checkup. This wasn't just a 6-monthly whatever else. This was the full 12-month MOT and service. This wasn't no halfway oil change. It was the full thing. Yeah, you got your air filters. The whole works was changed 100%. That's how Amir Khan be talking about it with AJ and his missus. But anyway, listen to me, Amir and Dillian. Let's sit down now. Yeah, we don't want to hear about how your missus was having it. You know what I mean? We don't want to hear about how AJ was having to go on your missus. We don't want to hear about how Fury pushed you and twisted your ankle. Tell us about this bit here that ain't working for you. It's not. Yeah, this for me is like the way Dillian Whyte and Amir Khan be moving. Yeah, it's like Lewis Hamilton and his cars having no wheels. That's a big thing. Imagine Lewis Hamilton, yeah, turns up to a race, yeah, and it's the start of the Grand Prix, and you see his car has no wheels on, and then in the post-race interview, imagine Lewis Hamilton talking about everything but the fact that his car had no wheels on. It wouldn't happen, would it? But yeah, in boxing, somehow, some way, these guys can get chipped, and they talk about everything else. Listen, we ain't trying to hear about your wife. We ain't trying to hear about the push. The same way we wouldn't be trying to hear about Lewis Hamilton telling us, well, the reason the reason I lost the race was because my missus. No, the reason you lost the race, Lewis, explain to us why your car didn't have no wheels on. Dillian, explain to us why your moody chops got hit once and you were sleeping. Yeah? Start addressing the actual issues, not all the other bullshit you got out there. Anyway, you see here there's some good British purebred beef, grain-fed British beef right now. Eddie Hearn was funny. Eddie Hearn was saying, I mean, you can see how much this fight's flopping, yeah, just by looking at Eddie Hearn's eyes. Look at him, look. He looks broken. I'm going to be honest with you. Like a broken man. He's desperate, and it's hilarious because after it kicked off, yeah, Eddie Hearn was saying, I'm annoyed at the bodyguards because they got in the way and I was looking for some real grain-fed British beef, but the bodyguards got in the way and I'm disappointed. And 2-2s, when he was reacting to Anthony Taylor, who punched up Dylan Dennis in the forecourt, it's despicable, there's kids watching. He went into this whole 50-minute thing about, my kids go to boxing, and if my daughter saw this. He went on a big rigmarole about why it's not good for people to get busy in the pre-fight. But then when it's his event, and it's his coins that are about to be boosted, everyone should let it go for a bit. It's nothing wrong. The guy's he's turned into a complete hypocrite. I know people will say, he's always been like that. He hasn't, from what I've seen. Eddie Hearn's become the old, haggard, weathered Frank Warren that he always used to laugh at. I'm sorry, that's what's coming to light now. He can't. Frank Warren for years, would be hating on Eddie and then do the same thing, and Eddie would critique him for that. Now Eddie, that same guy, hating on everyone else's success as such. Their event's popping. Let me hate on it. It's a disgrace to the kids. The kids are watching that, and now look at this. The kids are watching this as well, Eddie. No. Yeah, well they're not, because they ain't got no viewers. But if the kids were watching this, and no one watching this one, this one's a bomb. I'm going to be honest with you, man. This event is bombing. I'm sorry, there's only so many times. No one knows this guy. Yeah, Jabba the Hutt looking ass. No one knows Jabba the Hutt, for a start. And secondly, Dillian ain't exactly popping, is he? I spoke to a lot of Dillian Whyte fans, and they've told me, quite frankly, they're done with Dillian. I know a lot of men who lost big money on the Dillian Whyte versus Fury fight. They bought into all the hype. And to be fair, there was a time, probably a year ago, 18 months, 2 years ago, I might have been one of them suckers. 2 years ago, in fact, I know for a fact 2 years ago, I'd have been there putting a couple $100 on Dillian to smoke on Fury's pack, based on the waffle he'd told us. About sparring, about this, about that. I've knocked him down in his spar. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, I saw the light before them. 2-2s. I spoke to enough Dillian Whyte fans, and they've told me that they're done with this guy. Yeah? He went out so sad against Fury, so pitifully. They ain't trying to hear no more for him. And it appears to be, people are voting with their feet, especially in these times that are hard. People don't have money. People are everything's gone up 50%. People talk about, inflation's 5%, 10%. It's not 5%, 10%. Inflation's about 50%. It's a fact. Nothing's gone up by 5%. Everywhere you go, it's 20% here, 20%, 30%. It's a joke. And guess what? People don't have money to waste on a dude who can't even be honest with himself. People would respect Dillian a lot more, if he came out and said, listen, I got a moody chops, I can't take one. If I get hit once, I'm going to sleep on my chops right here, That's what you could say. And people would say, you know what, Dillian, I can back that. But the fact is that he's talking about, I'm a madman. You're not a madman, A madman wouldn't be hit once and be sleeping for a week and talk about his twist ankle. A madman would have gone in there and showed us what a madman's about. You ain't a madman. You're soft. A And I'm soft too, but you're definitely soft. You understand? I mean, let's be real here. Difference between me and Dillian is I know I'm soft. He don't. He think he a madman. You're not edgy. You're not a madman. Because when you're in front of you, anyone can be hard. You're in front of Franklin. Yeah, he ain't saying too much. When you was in front of Fury, you was trying to de-escalate. Oh, maybe if I'm nice to Fury, maybe he won't chin me. That's the way it felt for me. It was like, oh, if I can be... What about if I'm friendly with Fury? Oh, if I can get on Fury's good side, then maybe he ain't going to chip my chops. Anyway, let's see how it plays out. I just pray for all the Dillian Whyte fans, because clearly, because of the odds are saying there's a lot of money gone on Dillian to win. That's what the odds say. There's 10 times as much money gone on Dillian than has gone on Franklin. I'm just praying for your man's sake that Mr. Moody Chops don't get you man's got. Anyway, you seen the fresh British beef. Look at Eddie's face there. That's the clip there I was looking for. Look at it. He looks broken. Look at that face. He looks broken. Like, please kick off. Yeah, please Franklin, do something. These numbers are bombing. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe. In fact, before I go, I do want to show you, man, this still. I mean, this has turned me off a bit. I ain't gonna lie to no one. Look at this guy here. Look at this bulbous. I mean, look, I'm sorry, yeah. I'm not trying to shame no one. Each to their own. But this to me, I'm sorry. For me, yeah, this don't do it. I mean, maybe he can fight. Maybe he can squabble. I hope for his sake he can. If he can't squabble, I mean, what is this guy? This guy is probably a light heavyweight. Let's be real now. Let's be real. This guy ain't a heavyweight. This guy is a lazy light heavyweight. His legs, he ain't doing no squats. I mean, what's he built like? His legs go in. He'd be looking like I don't know what, a blocky looking ass dude. He's got no legs. He's got them fat skinny legs. You know a dude, yeah, who's got weight behind him but ain't working out. That's what he looks like. Got no definition in his legs. And I'm not saying YB. AJ has all definition, but you're right. AJ, I told you before, AJ is anomalous. Yeah, AJ dropping it down. AJ holding the side back right now. AJ making all big buff burly nicks look all the way bad. Yeah. Buff has never looked so bad since AJ came along. I remember 15 years ago, yeah, buff dudes were the top. And AJ's just completely, you know what I mean? AJ's made it bad to be buff. 100%. But this guy here, this burly bulbous, come on. I can't believe, I just can't believe these guys can be serious. Can you seriously be training and coming in like this? Even, I remember back in the 70s and 80s, yeah, I'm not saying Ali was like Mr. Muscle, but they was in shape. Foreman, prime, even old Foreman, 50-year-old Foreman was in better shape than Dillian and this dude here. I mean, look at this soft. They look soft and puffy. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Oh, YB, it's not about being body beautiful. It's not. But it's like, do you know what I'm saying? Mike Tyson, Lennox, all of them, man, they was big and strong. These guys just look soft, don't they? No legs, no discipline. Bulbous punk rock wannabe looking ass dude. Look at this punk rock Barnett. Jesus Christ. Anyway, smash the like button, subscribe, and lick off the bell. 100%, no doubt about it.